Hello, Alyssa. I'm sorry, I had a more enthusiastic start than the before, but it wasn't recording, so now I have to do it over again. Okay. Anyway, you made me cry. I never expected I'd say that, but after I saw your video, I felt a little teary. Maybe it was just because you were teary, and I'm a sympathetic crier, but you were pulling the old heartstrings with the whole it's all over and Harry Potter's been part of my life forever. Oh my god, it's gonna end. And I'm going to try and stop my heart from weeping itself out of my chest by making you feel better. And one thing, it's not, well, it is sort of over, but it's not gone. You're saying, oh, it's been part of my life forever. Now it's gonna be over. It's never gonna be there. It will be there. Harry Potter will always be a part of your life. It will always be part of my life. It will be always around. Harry Potter will never die. It cannot die. He can't die. Yeah. As long as J.K. Rowling is still alive, we still have hope that the story will continue, and it will not just continue through her, I guess, sort of. It will never. It could. Stop. Reset. Okay. It will sort of. The story can continue through fans, through our fan fictions and fandoms and stuff, but I do admit it can't really continue for real without her, without J.K. Rowling, without the author, or as you like to call her, Jo. I don't know what her first name is. She's just one of those people where you never hear their first name. You just hear their first two initials. It's annoying. It's like C.S. Eliot or Tolkien or T.S. Eliot or H.G. Wells. I don't even know why they do it. I mean, I don't sign my book reports R.E. Miller. Maybe I should do that. Sounds cool. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, and another thing that really made me cry, sort of, is about what you said about Hogwarts. How it's like your second home. It is. It is the second home of every Harry Potter fan. You are right. And the wonderful thing is, you can always go there. You can go there by watching the movies, or reading the books, or playing the video games. Speaking of video games, I've tried playing the 7th one. I was so excited about it because I loved the 6th one, and I thought it was going to be awesome, but it sucked. It wasn't awesome. It lacked awesomeness, and that made me very sad. I don't know. It was hard to figure out why at first, mostly because the controls were hard. I didn't understand what I was doing, and yeah, it was boring. It was boring. Like the first time. It starts out with you running away, I guess. Harry running away as in the movie. And you're on the motorcycle and you're shooting wizards, and it's like, I'm shooting at a wizard and it's boring. Oh, where are the jelly beans I can collect? And then you have to get to the wedding. And it's a 5-minute cutscene. Then, oh my god, wizards, dark wizards, run around casting spells. I was just doing this. And I think the most vital part of any video game is you have to collect stuff. There have to be things that you have to pick up and take with you and use and be awesome with. And the only thing you could do was pick up potions that made your health better. Blech. Boring. No collectibles. There were no collectibles. There need to be collectibles. Like, if you didn't play the last 5 games like I did, you wouldn't know, but I did. So, in the first 2 games, at least the first 3 games, you have 3 manners of collecting things where you can run across and use them. One is jelly beans, Birdie Bots every flavor beans. In the first game, they don't really serve much of a purpose. You just give them to Fred and George, and then Fred and George will give you a wizard card. Wizard card. Second, there are a lot of wizard cards, and you can find them hidden throughout Hogwarts, and they're awesome. And the third is chocolate frogs. Chocolate frogs are the things that give you health. There are no other ways to get health except chocolate. That's the universal truth of Harry Potter video games. In the second one, it was basically the same thing. Only you can not only do you use Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans to get wizard cards from Fred and George, you can actually go and find students hanging around the buildings of Hogwarts that will sell you wizard cards for beans. I don't know why. It doesn't really make any sense. Why would people want beans? I suppose if Fred and George would manage to convert Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans into a form of currency. Obviously, if they're not very good to eat, then they're probably very good to use in another way. I don't know. Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. What flavor did you get? Broken computer. What did you get? Defeat. Let's not do this anymore. That was funny. And I'm also very jealous of you because you've got Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans in the same exact packaging that you see it in the movie. And I want it. And you only got it because you have a friend that went to Harry Potter World. And you're lucky. I did get Harry Potter stuff for my birthday once. It was Harry Potter candy. They have them at Party City. You can get chocolate frogs and beans, and I think you can get ice mice, but those are like just blueberry flavored things that you suck on. They don't actually make your teeth chatter. But yeah, Harry Potter merchandise rocks. Ow! Just bumped my elbow. Anyway, about the premiere. I didn't really talk about it enough. I did watch it. The thing I hate about premieres is I never recognize anyone that I see because they're not in their costume from the movie, so I don't recognize anyone. I'm like, okay, who is that? Oh, it's Bill. Well, of course I wouldn't recognize Bill. He was only in the 7th film, so yeah, I felt pretty ashamed though because I couldn't recognize. I did recognize most of the people that I see outside of the film, like Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, Robbie Coltrane, and other people. But I was chatting to you while I was watching it, and I kept having to ask you, okay, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Though it wasn't actually that bad, because the only people that I couldn't recognize were the ones that you see in about 2 movies, the 6th one and the 7th one. The newbies. So yeah, it was awesome. And I'm brushing my hair on camera. I need to stop that. What was I going to say? Trying to remember what you were talking about. Anyway, I am unleashing my inner Harry Potter fan now. I know that I seem to say a lot, oh, Harry Potter sucks, it's not as good as you say it is. Only because when I go to school, I see all these kids that are like, you know, I don't know what you call them. I think we should call them Decepticons, as defined in the nerd fighter community. Because they're definitely not nerd fighters. They're not nerd fighters. They're not nerds. They don't have to come anywhere close to being nerds. They don't act like nerds. They don't have the nerd persona. So I like to call them bandwagon kids. They're not nerds about anything, and they only like things when they're insanely popular. They follow fashion trends. Like they get nerdy about what's popular. Like if Harry Potter's in, they will be into Harry Potter. They'll be Harry Potter nerds, like not Harry Potter nerds at all. In order to be a Harry Potter nerd, I think you need to have been a nerd of Harry Potter from the beginning, from when it came out, and you have to have seen the movie in theaters every single time. Check. That was me both times. I saw it in the theaters. My sister didn't, but that's not her fault because she was little, and we didn't want her to see it because it would be scary. So I feel sort of like she's been deprived of being a Harry Potter nerd. You have to have played all the video games. Not necessarily, though, because I know there are probably millions of people that never played Harry Potter video games. To you. And so that's sort of optional criteria. You don't have to have played them, though. You have to have wanted to play them, like I did. Another thing, you have to own at least one Harry Potter merchandise. And I honestly, that's probably not a good rule, because all the kids, all the bandwagon kids that I see at school, they're like wearing their Harry Potter t-shirts and have their wands, and oh my god, I'm such a Harry Potter fan. No, you're not. You're not a Harry Potter fan because I don't like you. Honestly. I wanted to say that I've never met a Harry Potter fan that I didn't like, but it's getting really hard. So, yeah. I should end this video now, because it's long. And long videos are boring. I sound like Hank Green in this video, don't I? I feel like Hank Green. This isn't Hogwarts! That's such a good song! Ah! Okay, bye.